Have you ever taken the time to read the Sermon on the Mount for yourself? Many people have said, yes, I know of the Sermon on the Mount, but have you read it for yourself? Do you really know what Jesus said? Well, if you take the time to go from Matthew chapter 5, it actually is Matthew chapter 5, chapter 6, and chapter 7. And chapter 8 is when Jesus came down off the mountain and when he ended his sermon. But if you go back to chapter 5, you see that this is what it says in verse 1. Hear what it has to say. And seeing the multitudes, Jesus, he went up into a mountain, and when he sat down, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth, and he taught them, saying. You see, Jesus taught the people. He taught them what the truth was. And before we begin, you see that in the Sermon on the Mount is where Jesus brought heaven down to earth. This is the way we need to look at the Sermon on the Mount. That Jesus was bringing the character of heaven that exists in heaven down to earth. Jesus was bringing the attitude that's in heaven down to earth. He was bringing the mindset that exists in heaven down to earth. He was bringing the thought processes down to earth to us people who is the complete opposite of us. All of us want to enter heaven. All of us want to have eternal life. But the mindset that's there is not the mindset that's here. So the mindset that's there, we have to convert and change. But if we did not know, we never have heard. So what Jesus did, Jesus went once again up into a mountain. He sat down, opened his mouth, and he began to teach us what exists in heaven, how the character is, how the attitude is. Jesus brought heaven down to earth.